Hello everybody, is the audibility absolutely fine? Just let me know that if the audibility is absolutely fine. Am I clear to each and every one of you? Is the audibility is absolutely fine? I think in the very first channel, that is the RBR search channel, I think the audibility is absolutely fine. I am audible to each and every one of you. I think in the very first channel. So the audibility is fine on the first channel. Let me check the other one. Let's check the other channel whether am I audible or not, because today's session is very important. It's a let me check the other one. Absolutely. So I think the audibility is absolutely fine on both the channels, and I think we should start today's session, right? Let me, if the audibility is absolutely fine, I think we should start the session, right? Great, absolutely. Good afternoon everybody. Good afternoon everybody. Right now 12 o'clock. So I think we should start because audibility is absolutely fine. In today's session, this particular session is very important, especially to all those people who feel somewhat dicey. They feel slight dilemma, especially in topics like permutation, combination, probability. I'm not saying that I will cover the entire topic right now, but whatever we discuss, this is my promise to you, will be absolutely crystal clear to you guys. And if even after that, if you say, sir, can you extend the topic? Can you take one more or two more sessions on this? This is my promise to you. I will take that. Don't worry about it. Right? A few of you sent me a message regarding spatial aptitude. I've already said that I will going to take that. There is no problem with that. Is it fine, everybody? So this is today's session. First of all, even before starting today's concept builder session on permutation, combination, probability, because I personally believe permutation, combination, probability are not two different topics. This is one single topic, right? So do let your friends know, or to all those people who have got any problem with PNC and probability, they can join the class. And this is my promise to you guys. Once I'm done, not just with this class, if I have to take a few more classes, this probably will be one of your the strongest section. This is my promise to you guys. Even before starting this session, anyone who can tell me how many of you have attended today's session in the morning? Just 2 hours back, I've taken, actually from 8 to 10, I have taken a session on this rank booster session, RBS session. A few minutes back, I've taken this session. How many of you, please confirm it in the comment box, how many of you have attended this session? Go ahead and just let me know in the comment box how many of you have attended the session. Well done. Absolutely great. It's good to see that most of you have attended the session. Before moving further, as I told you, these are my credentials. So these are my credentials. I have been taking classes. I have been teaching for the past 10 years. I have taught students across different platforms. Different platforms, it means offline and online I'm talking about. And to the students who are preparing for CAT, the students who are preparing for GATE, the students who are preparing for bank, SSC, different students, right? So I have got teaching experience of 10 years. And if you want, you can install Unacademy app, Plus and Iconic, either of the subscription. If you want, you can buy. These are the benefits which you can avail. The only idea behind this app is to democratize education. That is the thing. So there are certain benefits of Plus and there are certain more benefits of Iconic. I personally see Iconic as a much better option because of the personal mentor that you get over here. Not just this is my promise to you. I'll be coming very soon on Plus platform. This is my promise to you. And to all those people who are preparing for GATE 22-23, to all those people who are preparing for different other exams, I'm coming very soon on this. I'll be bringing vocabulary session as well as aptitude session. Even if you want to join only for vocabulary, I'll be there in a very soon. And to avail the benefits, what you can do, whether you want to go for any kind of course, you can use the code ST26. This is my code, ST Saurabh Thakur 2626 is my date of birth. Just as an example, for the Plus course, these are the fees for 6 months, 12 months and 18 months. If you apply this code, you can get straight away 10% off. Even for the Iconic courses, same thing, 10% off you can get. You can follow me on Unacademy app, Saurabh123 Thakur 25 for 1681. This is my code. And I'm available on Telegram. Actually, there are 2-3 channels now where I'm available. Unacademy Aptitude Maths, Unacademy Apti Express. That I'm going to lead that channel, and I'll be available live. My idea, my vision behind Apti Express is I want to create it means I and my team together, we want to create a one-stop solution for aptitude. Whether you're preparing for MBA, or GATE or Bank SSC or GRE, GMAT, whatever that is. We'll create different playlists over there. You can avail the benefit to its most. Right? So this is the main idea. Confirm me how many of you attended yesterday's Vocab Masti session, and have you really enjoyed the session? Just let me know. How many of you attended this Vocab Masti session? If you really liked the session, I will take a few more sessions of Vocab Masti before your GATE paper. Right? This is my assurance to you. If you have really enjoyed the session, if you felt the session was any beneficial to you, I'll take a few more special classes. See, taking classes is no problem to me, right? I can take as many classes. This is what I love the most. So that is not a problem. I can take hundreds of classes, right? 24 hours. Probably, I'm not saying this, but probably you're not aware of the fact that the class which I take at 10 in the evening, and here I start that class as 3:30 in the morning till 5:30. I'm just letting you know this, right? And then last class, the final thing, how many of you have attended this verbal reasoning section? And more importantly, those guys who have attended verbal reasoning section, how many of you are feeling confident in critical reasoning section? Let me know this. How many of you are feeling confident in critical reasoning now? Sir, now I think I can able to understand critical reasoning. Now I think I can able to think. I can, my thought process is aligning. I can able to start critical reasoning. The next class of critical reasoning will be today at 10 p.m. we're going to meet. Fine? Great. So let's start today's session. So as I said, oh, what is this? As I said, we'll be taking permutation combination. I'm considering as if nobody knows anything about permutation combination. Nobody knows anything about probability. So what does that mean? I'll be starting right from scratch. So all those people who don't have even slightest of the idea, it's absolutely fine, right? Even before starting the session, I want two people to write it in the comment box. What? Listen to this. Marcus Aurelius once said, there is no evil in change, as there is no good in persisting the same state. Change is inevitable in life. Whatever you are going through, whatever problems you are going through, it is not the problem, it is what you think of the problem that determines your response. Can we promise here one thing? Whatever problem I am facing right now, sir, I am going to face it, fight it, finish it. I want to be able to write it in the comment box. Face it, fight it, finish it. Go ahead. Face it, fight it, finish it. I want two people to write this. Face it, fight it, finish it. Permutation, combination. So permutation and combination. This is another fabulous topic. Face it, fight it, finish it. Actually, Marcus Aurelius once said this statement. This may sound somewhat deep. This universe is change. This is what he has said. This universe is change. Life is an opinion. This universe is change. Life is an opinion. This universe is change. Life is an opinion. Sir, what is the meaning of this? I'm not explaining this. I want you people to think on this. The universe is change, life is an opinion. We'll not just live in a specific time, we'll live in a snapshot of a time. And based on that snapshot of a time, we deduce, we infer, and we conclude based on the evidences that are available in the snapshot of time. Let's go ahead. Let's start the session. Oh my God. Let's start the session. Even before starting permutation combination, there is something that we need to know. Sir, what is that? Even before starting permutation combination, there is something that we need to know. What is that? Where we are supposed to use plus and where we are supposed to use multiplication. This is one topic, permutation combination probability, which has been hands down one of the most important topic in your GATE aptitude paper. Fine. Permutation combination or probability, or permutation combination and probability. The question has almost always been there in the past decade. So from my side, hands down, one of the most important topic of GATE aptitude is permutation combination probability. The second most important topic is time, speed, distance, work and time, and number system. Like this is the sequence. Even before understanding this, we need to understand where we are supposed to use plus. Wherever we have choice. Sir, what does that mean? We want to select 2 boys or 3 girls. We want to select this kind of 2 black markers or 5 red markers. Wherever we have choice, we want to select 2 boys or 3 girls. In all such cases, we use plus, whereas in probability and in set theory, we use union. On the contrary, where there is no choice. Sir, what is the meaning of this? There is no choice. The meaning of this word, there is no choice, is you want to select 2 boys and 3 girls. You want to select 2 black markers and 3 red markers, and so this would be multiplication, and in probability and set theory, it will be union. I want you people to draw this, and then we'll start this topic right from scratch. Even before permutation combination, we need to understand this particular thing. Is it clear, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Are we done with this? Everybody has written this? Great. Now, let's start then. Let's start. Let us suppose we are provided with 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We are given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these 5 digits. And we are to form a 3-digit number. That is, we need a units place, tens place and hundreds place. Here we can have 2 cases. The very first case would be when repetition is allowed and when the repetition is not allowed. I've already considered that you are not aware of this, so that I'll be going very slowly, and even in that case, if you feel as if my speed is just way too much, you can always let me know. I'll slow it down. Okay. So if the repetition is allowed, 1, 2, 3. How many digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if the repetition is allowed in this case, this place can be filled in 5 different ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it means 5 different ways. Once again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and once again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to this. Because repetition is allowed, therefore it is 5 and 5. But when you are saying that we are talking about a 3-digit number, it must have units place and tens place and hundreds place. It must have a units place and tens place and hundreds place. And that is why we have used multiplication, not plus. So 5 into 5 into 5, and this would be 125. Using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how many 3-digit numbers can be formed such that a repetition is allowed? Sir, if this question would have been that the repetition is not allowed. Sir, in this case, if we are saying that the repetition is not allowed, in this case, listen to this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This place can be filled in 5 different ways. Anyways, before moving further, I should say this. If I write 5 like this, what I mean, this place can be filled in 5 different ways. On the contrary, if I write 5 and encircle it, so you and I will going to have a consensus. And what is that consensus? That I fixed 5 over here. Is it fine? So if you want to fix any digit, what we'll do, we'll encircle it. Otherwise, it will represent ways. That is a mutual agreement between both of us. Okay, let's move ahead. Listen to this. I know that repetition is not allowed. But what I suggest to all my students, even in that case, I want you people to write this. Sir, but this is not true. Why this is not true? Sir, repetition is not allowed. So, sir, you're supposed to write 1, 2, 3, 4 and here 1, 2, 3. Now that is incorrect. And that is why when we develop that kind of philosophy theory, that actually creates problem in probability. So, sir, what does that mean? It means that what I want to suggest is this. This place can be filled in 5 ways. This place can be filled in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways. The digit that already came at units place, this won't come. Whatever that digit is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If 1 has already come over here, so here we can have 2, 3, 4, 5. If 2 has come over here, so 1, 3, 4, 5. It means this place can be filled in 4 ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the digits which are at units place and tens place, they won't be there. So total number of ways in which this place can be filled, 3. And thus, units place and tens place and hundreds place. So what is the answer? The answer would be 60 ways or 60 cases, whatever you say. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? There's no problem, Kumar Vaibhav. Even if you've missed the session, I've just started it. I have just started it. Yes. Is it fine? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Great, well done. I want this particular topic like permutation, combination, probability, mark my words, even in this class, and if it is required, I'll take a few more classes. But this is my assurance to you guys, this will be one of the most, this will going to be your strongest topic. This is my promise to you guys. Great. You know what? I want that you should solve the very same question, but instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So total number of 3-digit numbers that can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go ahead. Total number of 3-digit numbers that can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see, what do you say? Total number of 3-digit numbers that can be formed using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go ahead. Post your answers. Don't take more than 60 seconds. What is the answer? Great. No. 9 factorial. You know what is 9 factorial? Who said 9 factorial? Anuj. Anuj, you know what is 9 factorial? Anuj and his friends, there are 9 guys, and 9 of you are sitting in a line. 9 people, 9 places, 9 factorial. That is entirely arrangement. Okay, Anuj? In this case, the factorial is not required. So n अलग अलग चीजों का arrangement n factorial, Anuj. Okay. Let's start there. Let's see. How many of you have got the correct answer? Let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Units place, tens place, and hundreds place. Units place, tens place, and hundreds place. Okay, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Repetition is allowed. 1, 2, 9. This can be filled in 9 ways. 1, 2, 9. This can be filled once again in 9 ways. 1, 2, 9. This can again be filled in 9 ways. Because we are looking for a 3-digit number, a 3-digit number must include units place and tens place and hundreds place, and that is why we have to have multiplication over here. So this is 9 cube, that is 729. Right? On the contrary, in this case, when the repetition is not allowed, we have discussed this 1, 2, 9, 1, 2, 9, and 1, 2, 9. This can be filled in 9 ways. Now whatever digit comes at the units place, that will not come at the tens place. So 8 units place, tens place. So this would be 7. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is everybody clear with each and every step, each and everything? Great. 729 and 504, absolutely correct. I think this is absolutely fine, right? Even before starting the second example. So this was the first example. Let's move on to the second one. But I want you people to solve this. Using the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Using the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want you guys to solve this. How many 3-digit numbers can be formed? How many 3-digit numbers can be formed such that repetition is allowed and repetition is not allowed? Go ahead. Let's see what you get. Repetition is allowed and repetition is not allowed. Using the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, how many 3-digit numbers can be formed? Using the digits 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, how many 3-digit numbers? Go ahead. Anyone who would like to post the answer? Okay, nice, nice. 148, 180. That's an interesting answer. 125. Okay. 125 is a very adventurous answer. 125 is a very adventurous answer, and that is not the correct answer actually. Fine. Let's see. Even if the repetition is allowed. Even if the repetition is allowed. What is the constraint? This question is very important. This is actually the question which starts the concept of permutation arrangement. Sorry, law of addition, law of multiplication. That is permutation combination. This is the very first concept of permutation combination. Let me explain this. The condition over here is there is only one constraint, and that is 0 cannot come at the first place. Here we can have digits like 1 to 4. So this can be filled in 4 ways. Right? 0 cannot come at this place. We can have 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 ways. This place. Because repetition is allowed now 0 to 4, that is 5 places. And then 0 to 4, that is 5 places. Units place, tens place, and hundreds place. 5 into 5 is 25. 25 into 4 is 100. A few of the students have said 125. For 125, we have to include the 0. But if you include the 0, that won't be a 3-digit number. That will be a 2-digit number. Is it clear, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Great. 100, 100, 100, 100. Great. Almost everybody got the first answer. Let's move on to the second one. And this is actually the concept builder. We've got two cults of student. Like, it means, how come, sir? There are people, listen to this very, very carefully. There are people who have filled from hundreds place to units place. Okay. And then there are people who filled from units place to hundreds place. Sir, which one is correct? That's not important. I'll be explaining both the cases, and then we see where is the flaw. That will help you understand this topic. That is why it's a concept builder session. Okay. Let's see this. I am specifically talking about these kind of students who have filled from hundreds place to units place. Sir, but I have filled from units to hundreds. I will talk about you as well, don't worry. So I am talking about a very specific kind of audience who have preferred to fill like this. They filled the hundreds place at the first place, then tens place and the units place. Listen to this. Repetition is not allowed. 0 won't come at the first place. Here we can have 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here digits would be total number of ways in which hundreds place can be filled is 4. Absolutely correct. Next, tens place. 0 to 4. Always remember steps like this. These are the things which you see in probability. Always give equal chance to all the events. Okay. Here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, everything is fine. But the number which already came at the hundreds place, that won't come. So total number of ways in which this can be filled is 4. Okay, nice. Let's see the last one. 0 to 4. The total number of digits would be 5, but the one that came at the hundreds place and the one at all that already came at units place. I want you people to write this. I am not writing this just for decorative purpose. This is important and I want you people to write this. So this can be filled in 3 ways. Because you need all these 3 digits. That is how it will become 3-digit number, units, tens and hundreds. So 4 into 4 is 16, 16 into 3 is 4, 8, 48. How many of you have got 48? 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 There are people who are Yamini, Shashank, Shubham, Rajat, Moshmi, Shubhangi, and a few more people have got 48. What do you think? Is it correct or incorrect? It is absolutely correct. Sir, but I'll explain you. Sir, but I've got 60, I've got 40. I'll explain that. Don't worry. Now coming to the part where there are students who have filled in this direction. Now I am precisely talking about those kids who have filled from units to hundreds place. I'm precisely talking about them. Let's see. What is that they've missed? Units place can be filled in 0 to 4, that is 5 different ways. Sir, is it correct? Indeed, it is correct. Let's move on. This can be filled in 0 to 4 ways. The digit that already came at units place, that won't come. So this can be filled in 4 ways. Sir, is it correct? Yes. Sir, now see this. This is important. 0 cannot come at this place. So digits from 1 to 4. Sir, now I cannot able to understand what to write. Means why you cannot able to understand? Sir, let us suppose if I take a few examples to make you understand my doubt. Yeah, what is your doubt? Sir, let us suppose here from 0 to 4, let us suppose at the tens place if we somehow have got 2 and here if we've got 0. Okay, so now the hundreds place can be filled in 3 ways. 1, 3, 4. Sir, is it correct? Of course it is correct. Of course. Sir, let's take another example. Okay. What is that? Sir, let us suppose we've got 0 at the tens place and 2 at the units place. Sir, in this case, in how many ways the units place can be filled? Your hundreds place can be filled? Same, 3 ways. 1, 3, 4, that is 3 ways. Okay. And then, sir, the problem is when at the units place or a tens place, we don't have any 0. That is, let us suppose if we have a non-zero digit over here and a non-zero digit over here. Now, sir, in how many ways can we fill the hundreds place? The number of ways in this case would be 3, 4, that is 2 ways. That is my doubt, sir. What am I supposed to write? 2 or 3? This is a very good doubt. Those people who have written 2, they have said the answer 40. 5 into 4 into 2 is 40. Those people who have written 3, 5 into 4 into 3, they have written 60. So first of all, this is the doubt. Now I'm going to explain this. Have you got this? Why 40 and why 60 came? This is how 40 and 60 came. Sir, you are saying that the way I filled is incorrect. We'll talk about it later on, don't worry. But this can be correct. We can rectify this. How come we can rectify this? Why there is a glitch in the answer? Why there is a problem in the answer? The problem is because when at either of the 2 places, be it units place or tens place, if we have a 0, then total number of ways in which hundreds place can be filled would be 3. On the contrary, if we have 2 non-zero digits, then the total number of ways in which hundreds place can be filled would be 2. Sir, you mean to say that we can have three different cases? Actually, two cases, but let's see. The first case is units or tens. Either of the two places when we have a 0, and the second case would be units and tens when we don't have a 0. Don't forget that we are filling it like this. Finally, I have to give a verdict. Finally, once we are done with this, I have to give you a verdict. Units, tens, hundreds. Hundreds, tens, units. Fine, let's see this. If at either of the two places we have got a 0, let us suppose at units place we have a 0, or let's take another example actually. Let us suppose at tens place we have a 0. These are the two cases. Don't forget that we are filling it like this from units to hundreds. Listen to this very, very carefully. Here in this case, this can be filled in 4 ways. Okay, so 4. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. This can be filled in 4 ways, but repetition is not allowed. That is why 3. So the answer would be 3 into 4 into 0. That is one single case. 0 has been fixed. 3 into 4 into 1, and that is why the answer would be 12. Okay. Here 1, 2, 4. That is 4. 1, 2, 4, and the digit which already came at units place won't be there. So this is 3. 3 into 1 into 4. Once again, the answer would be 12. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Whatever I have discussed so far, is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear? Is it clear, everybody? Whenever I take concept builder session, we'll go slow and we'll talk about the nitty-gritties of the question. We'll talk about the nitty-gritties of the concept, right? Okay. In this case, here we are specifically talking about those cases when at the units and at the tens place there is no 0. Okay. Don't forget we are filling it like this. I still have to give my final verdict. Please wait for a minute. In this case, this place can be filled in 4 different ways. On the contrary, the tens place can also be filled in 4 different ways, but because repetition is not allowed, the one that already came at the units place won't come, so this can be filled in 3 different ways. And finally, this place can be filled in 4 different ways, but the one that came at units and tens place won't come, so this would be 2. So 2 into 3 into 4 would give us 24. Oh, would give us 24. Now listen to this very, very carefully. What I'm about to say. You know what? Either this case will be there. What case, sir? The 0 is at the units place. Or this case will be there. Or that case will be there. Either this case or, what is the meaning of or? Plus. Or this case will be there. So 12 plus 12 plus 24. That is 48. So this is 12 plus 12 plus 24. This is 48. And this is the correct answer. Sir, you want me to solve it like this? No, this is not what I said. I just wanted to elaborate where the flaw was. Sir, I haven't. Is everybody clear with this, whatever we've discussed? Is everybody crystal clear with this, whatever we have discussed? Great. Sir, then what is your final verdict? How am I supposed to fill? Before that, just see this thing. Those guys who have filled it like, where are they? Those guys who have filled it like this, why they've got the correct answer at the very, almost instantaneously they've got the correct answer. The reason is, listen to this very, very carefully. In case of permutation combination, when you fill, just to make you understand, let's suppose we're talking about a 3-digit number. So whenever you're filling a 3-digit number, it's not just about the 3-digit number, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, that's fine. Just to give you an example. When you're filling a 3-digit number, it is not important. This factor is not, this is not the only important thing. Whether you're filling from units to hundreds or hundreds to units. This is not the only important thing. Then what is the important thing? Always remember, whenever you fill, whenever you solve questions from permutation, combination and set theory, is valid for all. But let's keep a focus on permutation combination. Whenever you fill, the most important thing must be the conditions must be satisfied at the first place. First point. The second point is, once you are done with the condition, we need to understand that there is only one dicey section. When 0 is not allowed. When repetition is not allowed and 0 cannot come at the first place. This is the only dicey place. So let's make an agreement for the very second time. The agreement is, can you and I have a consensus on this, that, what was the first point I said? The most important thing is, we need to satisfy the condition at the first place. Once you have satisfied the condition at wherever, let's make an agreement. Repetition is allowed or it is not allowed. Let's straight away move to the very first place and fill it. Why? Because there is only one place which can actually create some chaos. There was no condition, but because these guys have taken care of this part at the very first place, and that is the reason they have got this answer. Sir, I have an immediate reservation on this. What is that? Sir, let us suppose I have numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And sir, if I want to form a 3-digit number, and if it is mentioned that tens place must be even. So now let's come to this, what you were saying. I was saying that rather than solely thinking about this, that whether we are supposed to fill from units to 100 or hundreds to units, let's make it very clear. We will fill the place where the condition is there. The condition must be satisfied in the first place. So where is the condition? The condition is at the tens place. Tens place must be even, so we can have a 2 or a 4. So we can have a 2 or 4, that is, this place can be filled in 2 different ways. Sir, after this you said something. Yes. Irrespective of the fact whether repetition is allowed or not. Let's take 2 examples. I'm saying that irrespective of the fact whether repetition is allowed or not. Let's make a habit. What kind of? That once we are done with this, we'll immediately move to the very first place. I want you people to draw these things. Right? I want you people to draw this. This will help you. So you mean to say that even if repetition is allowed, once we are done with the condition, and even if 0 is not there, we should go to the very first place. Yes, because that is the only place where you can face certain hiccups. Okay. If repetition is allowed, this case can be filled in 5 different ways. Zoop. Once again, this can be filled in 5 different ways. Absolutely phenomenal. Which color should I take? Blue. Because repetition is not allowed, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the even place that already has been filled at tens place must not be here. So we can fill this in 4 different ways. The digit at tens place and hundreds place must not come. So we can fill this in 3 ways. So units place and tens place and hundreds place. So 4 into 3 is 12, 12 into 2 is 24. So what is that we've understood? We have understood that it is the condition that is most important. So instead of solely focusing on whether am I supposed to fill from hundreds to units or units to hundreds, let's focus on something called condition. So the very first priority is we should check the condition at the very first place. And once we are done with this, let's move to the very first place, irrespective of the fact whether repetition is allowed or not, irrespective of the fact whether 0 is there or not. Is everybody clear with this? Let me know in the comment box. Is everybody clear with this? Is everybody clear with this? Absolutely fine. Great. Well done. If everybody is clear with this, I want you people to solve this. 0 to 9. Whoa, 0 to 9. How many 3-digit numbers can be formed using the digits 0 to 9 such that repetition is allowed and repetition is not allowed? Go ahead. I'll give you 60 seconds. I'll give you 60 seconds. Please don't take anything more than 60 seconds, right? Go ahead. Please don't take more than 60 seconds. I want the answer within this time frame. Well done. To those people who have got the correct answer, very, very well done. Nice. Very nice. Good, great. So now we can categorically say that because repetition is allowed, or even if it is not allowed, there is only one case, and that is this place, which can create any kind of chaos. So now 1 to 9, that is 9 ways. And immediately after this, 0 to 9. $900 ways. I think this is absolutely clear. Let's come to this. 0 cannot come at this place, so this would be 9. Okay. 0 to 9, but whichever non-zero digit. See what I'm writing. I have written NZ, non-zero. We know at 100's place there is non-zero digit. That won't come, so that is why 9. Let me take another color. 0 to 9, 100's place, whatever non-zero digit was there, and 10's place, whatever digit was there. So 8. Is it clear, everybody? Is it clear to everyone? So the answer is 648. Is it clear to each and everyone? Yeah. Most of the people have got 648. Well done. Most of the people have got 648. In your exam, what was the question they have asked? This was precisely the question. Using the digit 0 to 9, how many 4-digit numbers? So IIT has given this question. IIT has given this question. Using the digit 0 to 9, how many 4-digit numbers can be formed such that repetition is not allowed? Go ahead. Don't take more than 20 seconds. I want the answer within 20 seconds. I want the answer within 20 seconds. Go ahead. I want the answer within 20 seconds. Make it fast, guys. Very nice. Nice. Well done. This question was asked in your exam and I want an answer. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely correct. Nice. So this can be filled in 1 to 9. 0 cannot come at this place, so 9 ways. 0 to 9. Okay. 0 to 9. The one which already came at 1000th place won't come. So this would be 9, 8 and 7. The digits which already came at 1000th place won't come. 100th place won't come. Right? The digit which already came at 1000th place won't come. 100th place or even 10th place. Is it clear to each and every one of you? How many of you have got the correct answer? Jatin, Kovid, Girja, Moshmi, Srinivas Iyer, Zeenat, Pooja, Yamini Mughal, Bhanu, Mini, Sims, Samyu, Zeenat once again, Yashpal, Gate 2021, Tejaswi, Sudhir, Uday, and many more students. I'm really sorry if I could not able to say your name. Well done. This is not my question. This is the question which is asked to you. Is it clear to each and everyone? Is it clear to each and everyone? Right? Okay. If this is clear, let's take another case. You know what? In addition to the law of addition and law of multiplication, that is, we can form cases. We can also solve the very same question like this. Let us suppose if we've got 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Listen to this. And we have been told that we have to form a 3-digit number. Okay, listen to this, right? We have been told that we have to form a 3-digit number. Okay. Such that what? We have to form a 3-digit number. Such that what? Such that, let's suppose repetition is not allowed. Okay. So what I'm saying is, we know how to solve this, right? But there is another way, and I want you people to understand this as well. Total minus something that is not required. Total minus jo nahi chahiye, something that is not required. So what is that we are left with? Something that is required, that is the answer. Sir, what does that mean? Listen to this. Although it is 0, I know this is 0, but for some time, let us suppose this is a non-zero digit. Sir, but that is a 0. I know that is a 0, but for some time, let's consider it is not a 0. Okay. And it is a plain, simple, vanilla flavored question where repetition is not allowed. It's a plain, simple, vanilla flavored question where repetition is not allowed. In this case, forget about this, that it is a 0. Let's suppose it is a non-zero digit. So the filling can be done in 5, 4 and 3 ways. And thus the answer would be 60. Absolutely correct. But the inevitable reality is that it is a 0. So we have to subtract all those cases where 0 came at the very first place, and that is something which is not required. So sir, you are saying that we can solve it using law of multiplication, that is multiplication and intersection, or we can form different cases, or this is the third way of solving. Yes, indeed it is true. So this can be filled in 1, 2, 4, 4 different ways because repetition is not allowed. 1, 2, 4, this is 3. So 4 into 3 would be equals to 12. And when you subtract this, this is what you got. And this is the answer that we've got earlier. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? I want you people to tell me, like, is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine? Great. Sir, but why you have told this? Why I have told this? Because in certain cases, you have to use law of addition, that you have to add the cases. In certain other cases, you have to multiply the cases. And in certain other cases, this is a much better way. For example, let's level up slightly. Just slight level up. Let us suppose we are provided with 0, 1 and 2. Okay. And we have been told that what? How many numbers can be formed such that the numbers are between? Always remember this. When you use the word between, it automatically means excluding the lower limit and the upper limit. Right? So when you use the word between, it means this bracket. Between. Let's take a value actually. Between 2 and 5. It means excluding 2 and 5. This is exactly what between is. Excluding lower and upper limit. So sir, what's your question? Using the digits 0, 1, 2, how many numbers can be formed between 0 and 100? Listen to this. I'll explain this. The very first thing we need to understand is this. This is the meaning of this thing is like this. What we know, the numbers can be either single digit or double digit. Even before solving this, I want you people to see this. Let's write this. Let's do it manually first and then we'll discuss. Single digit numbers can be 0, 1, 2. I know I have to reject this, but still 0, 1. Listen to this. 0, 1, which is this. Is it fine, everybody? 0, 2, which is this. That is fine. So after this, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. That is also fine. If you want, we can write it like this actually, just to make you understand. 2, 0, 2, what is that? 1, 2, 2. That's nice. Sir, what is that you've done? I've written it manually and then we'll solve it. Don't worry about it. When you see these examples, then you actually catch hold of the concept. Okay, fine. This is what is happening over here. So we have been told to form numbers between 0 and 100. It means excluding 0 and excluding 100. So this is what we found. But sir, you only said that it should be between 0 and 100. Sir, how can you select 0? Which one? This? Yeah, we'll have to reject it. So what is the answer that we are left with? Total number of cases would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. This is what we have done manually. We can solve the very same case like this. Total minus what is not required. Listen to this. 1 and 2. Maximum we can have 2 slots because it has to be less than 100. Is it fine? Because it has to be less than 100. Listen to this. Total minus what is not required. 0, 1, 2. This can be filled in three ways. Forget about 0. Similarly, 0, 1, 2. This can be filled in 3 ways. But the inevitable reality is this. Is what? That 0 cannot come at the first place. 0, 1, 2. But these numbers can come. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So the problem is not with these numbers. The problem is with this thing that 0, 0 cannot be any case. Why? Because the limit has been given to us that it has to be greater than this. And that is why 3 into 3 is 9 and this is 1. So there are total 9 cases minus 1. This is 8 and this is what we've got here as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is it absolutely clear to each one of you? Is it absolutely clear to each and every one of you? Let me see this. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Fine. So, but why are you telling this? Why are you telling this? Listen to this. If I take the very same numbers, okay, and the similar kind of case, but I take these cases 0, 1, 2, and if I take this 0 greater than this and 1, 2, 3, 4. Forget about everything. See this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 places. At max we can have 3 places. And what we need to subtract? Something that is not required. What is not required, man? It has to be greater than 0. So 0, 0, 0. And in how many ways can this be filled? 0, 1, 2 throughout. So 3 into 3 into 3. What is the answer? 27 minus 1. And the answer is 26. Thank you very much. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Absolutely. I want an immediate answer from your side. Tell me this. For the very same question 0, 1, 2, if this question was asked in the year 2014, not in your exam. This was not asked in your exam, but in some other exam. And the case was, it must be between 0 and 1 million. Whoa. What is 1 million? 10 lakh. That is 10 to the power of 6. 1 million is 1 followed by 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10 to the power of 6. I want you people to find the answer in the next 30 seconds. I want you people to find the answer in next 30 seconds. Don't add cases, just subtract it. Immediately total minus what is not required. Go ahead. Nice. Oh. 242. Okay. Great. Absolutely correct. Absolutely. How many places are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So maximum how many places can we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total number of ways in which this can be filled would be 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 9, 27, 81, 243, and 729. So when you multiply this would be 729 minus that one case where you've got 0 at all 6 places. 4, 5, and 6. Is it clear, buddy? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? This question was asked in the year 2014, not in your exam, but in some other exam. But yes, it was asked. Absolutely correct. So 3 to the power of 6 minus 1. Yes. 728, put up a double star on this. It's a very important question. Put up a double star on this. It's a very important question, right? Great. Absolutely. So we have understood this. Whatever you are doing in your life and whatever you will do in your life, it is not possible that you don't face any adversity in life, any bashing in life. But whenever that happens, I want you people to write this in the comment box. Adversity introduces you to yourself. Write this in the comment box. Adversity, opposite situation. Adversity, विपरीत परिस्थितियां आपको अपने आप से मिलाती हैं. Adversity introduces you to yourself. I want you people to write this in the comment box. Adversity introduces you to yourself. We should not be this naive to think that life will stay like this. This is called the extremity of naiveness. This world is here to change. Adversity introduces you to yourself. Let's move on. Is it clear, everybody? Whatever we've discussed so far, is it clear to each and every one of you? Right? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Shall I consider? It's done? Great. I think we should move on then. Let's take a very, different kind of question. What kind of question? If we have been provided with digit like 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to this very, very carefully. Let me take another concept, and this concept is divisibility. What is this, sir? Divisibility? I'll explain. What this concept of divisibility is, let me explain this to you. Using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how many 3-digit numbers can be formed? Repetition allowed, repetition not allowed. Such that what? Such that the very first case. Repetition allowed, not allowed for both of them. The numbers must be divisible by 5. Second case, the numbers must be divisible by 2. These are the 2 cases. Actually, there are 4 cases. Here we're going to have 2 cases. Here we're going to have 2 cases. Now listen to this. First of all, let's take the first one. We want to form a 3-digit number. We want to form a 3-digit number. Repetition not allowed. Here repetition allowed. What is the divisibility rule of 5? The unit digit must be divisible by 5. The unit digit can have a 0 or a 5. Okay, so what? We said that the unit digit must be divisible by 5. Unit digit must be either 0 or 5. But here we don't have a 0. It means irrespective of the fact whether repetition is allowed or repetition is not allowed. Because the divisibility rule of 5 is the units place must be 5. Okay. After this, let's move on. Repetition is allowed, so there's no problem. What is that we have discussed earlier? Once you are done with the condition, move to the very first place. Although there is no 0, although in this case there is no repetition is allowed still, because that is the only place that is actually tricky, right? Okay, in this particular case, when the repetition is allowed, filling can be done in 1 to 5 ways, 1 to 5 ways. 5 into 5 into 1, that is 25 total cases. Great, well done. Here in this case, 1 to 4, because units place has already got 5, so that cannot come. So total number of ways in which this can be filled, 4. Now the last case, this 1 to 4, there is 5 at the units place and there is some digit at hundreds place, that won't come. So filling can be done in 3 ways. 4 into 3 into 5, that is 12. Is it clear to each and every one of you? First of all, just tell me this. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Well done. Absolutely. Well done. Nice. So what's the answer? 12, 25 and 12. Wait, don't do the second one. We'll discuss just a minute. I'll give you time, don't worry. Even before moving to the second question. Which question? That the number is divisible by 2. Even before moving to the second question. Let's take one small test. Let's have one small test. What kind of test? If I provide you numbers from 1 to 9, right? How many 3-digit numbers can be there such that, how many 3-digit numbers are there such that the numbers must be divisible by 5? The very same question. Repetition allowed and repetition not allowed. I want you people to find the answer. Repetition is not allowed. And we're going to have a discussion after 60 seconds. Go ahead. We're going to have a discussion after 60 seconds. Go ahead. Make it fast, guys. I want the people to find the answer. Well done. Great. $81, $72, $56. Okay. Let's see. So what is this? This is 5. Right? So this must be 5, of course, because we're talking about divisibility of 5. This must be 5. Okay, fine. Great. And after this, let's take this. Listen to this very, very carefully. Don't miss this. Once you are done with this, I already told you that, move to the very first place. Move to the very first place, okay? And then, here in this case, because repetition is allowed, 1 to 9, so 9 ways. 1 to 9, so 9 ways. 9 into 9 into 1, and that is why the answer comes out to be 81. All those students who have said 81 is absolutely correct. Let's move on to the second one, because repetition is not allowed. So 1 to 9 other than the 5 that came at units place, so 8. Okay, and then this would be 7. 8 into 7 is 56. Is it clear to each and every one of you? 81, 56. Fantastic. Well done. Very nice. I thought 1 to 4. Sorry. 1 to 4? No. 1 to 9. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? I guess this is absolutely fine. Right? Great. It's absolutely fine. Let's move on to the next one. What is that? Let's understand the divisibility rule of 2. In fact, let's take this case. Here in this case, when the digits are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, let's try and understand the divisibility of 2 in this case. So what will happen here? Let's take the very same case. The numbers are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. When we're saying that the numbers must be divisible by 2, in this case, the units place must be even. This is the divisibility rule of 2. Irrespective of the fact whether repetition is allowed or not. Listen to this very, very carefully. The unit at the units place, it must be even. Is it fine, everybody? So here we can have either 2 or 4. That is, the filling can be done in 2 ways. This 2 represents 2 or 4. In the very same way, here 2 or 4. 2 or 4, and thus we can fill in 2 ways. And after this, we can straight away come to the very first place. We can actually come to the very first place. So what should this be like? We can fill, because repetition is allowed, so 1 to 5, that's 5 ways. 1 to 5, this is again 5 ways. So 5 into 5 is 25. 25 into 2 is 50. And here in this case, 1 to 5, the number 2 which already came at units place won't be there. Okay. And then the number 1 to 5, the number 2 which is already there at the units place won't be there, and the hundreds place won't be there. So 3. 4 into 3 is 12. 12 into 2 is 24. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? It's clear. 50 and 24, not 12. It should be 24. Yes. I think it is absolutely clear. Right? I think it is absolutely clear. Great. Well done. Nice. I want you people to solve this very same question for the range of 1 to 9. I want you people to solve the very same question for the range of 1 to 9. Go ahead. I want you people to solve the very same question for the range of 1 to 9. Go ahead. How many numbers are there which are divisible by 2? Repetition allowed and not allowed. Let's see what you can do. For the range of this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see what you can do. This is the question. Whatever your answer is, let's see. What is the answer? 324. Okay. Two, 4, 6, 8. Even in this case, 2, 4, 6, 8. 4 ways. Okay, 4 ways. Repetition, because repetition is allowed, because repetition is allowed, that is why this can be filled in 1 to 9, 1 to 9. That is 9 ways. And here in this case, because repetition is not allowed, and thus this can be filled in 1 to 9, but whichever number comes at units place won't be there. So 8 ways, 1 to 9, units place and tens place. So 7. Is it clear to all? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear, everybody? 324 and 224. Fantastic. Good one. I think this is clear to each and every one of you. Shall we proceed further? Shall we proceed further? Yes, of course we should. Now listen to this very, very carefully. Now listen to this one. Very same question. Let us suppose if we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to this. Now this is actually very important. If you have the very same question, how many 3-digit numbers are there which are divisible by 5? A repetition allowed, divisible by 5. Repetition not allowed. 1, 2, 3. Repetition is allowed and repetition is not allowed. Listen to this very, very carefully. What is that? Yeah. You know what? When repetition is allowed, then there's no problem. Why? Even in this case, there is not that, like there's something called problem, but still this is comparatively easier one. When repetition is allowed, here we can have a 0 or a 5. So this can be filled in 2 ways. Okay. A 0 and a 5, thus it can be filled in 2 ways. And after this, this can be filled. 0 cannot come at this place, so 1, 2, 5, that is 5 ways. And in case of this 0 to 5, this can be filled in 6 ways. 5 into 6 is 30, 30 into 2 is 60, 60. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Well done. Absolutely. Fine. It is clear to each and every one of you. Let's move ahead. Now the problem is when the repetition is not allowed. Listen to this very, very carefully. Put up a single star on this. My point is, whenever this kind of situation comes over there, instead of dividing into multiple cases, here we can have 2 cases because we're talking about 5, 0 or 5. But like in case of 2, where you can have multiple cases, always divide cases like this: 0 and non-zero. This will be clearer in case of 2, but listen to this at least. 0 and non-zero. Here, in case of 0, 0 will come. In case of non-zero, there is only 1 case. But let us suppose if this question would have been for 2. When the last digit, then in that case, last digit must be even. So either 0 or 2, 4, 6, 8, like that. But whether it is 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, it is an even number. So that is why I'm saying just classify this as 0 and non-zero. Sir, what happens with this? This is what happens. There will not be any ambiguity. Like how? Because repetition is not allowed, this place can be filled in 1 to 5. That is 5 different ways. Okay. This particular place, because 0 is already over here, that is why 1 to 5. The one it came at hundreds place won't be there. So 20 ways. Here in this case, not just 5, 0 anyways cannot come. 1, 2, 4 because units place has already got 5. Just see this. So this can be filled in 4 different ways. Whereas in case of the second one, 0 to 5, because units place has already got the 5, so it won't come, and whatever non-zero digit is at the hundreds place, that won't come. So this would be 4. So 4 into 4 into 1, and this is 16, because adding these 2 cases, we can have 36. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Put up a double star on this. Very, very important. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? 36. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Is it fine, everybody? Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Right. What is this? Yeah, blue. Right? So this is 6060. And what is the answer in this case? 36. Right? Sir, why you are taking this much time? Like, why you are elaborating it this much? There is a reason for this. And what is the reason? Okay, there are so many slides now. The reason is okay. The reason is because I could have just done this. Okay. Okay, fine. I have actually rubbed it off. So I think this is absolutely clear, right? I want you people to solve the very same question, taking this range, not from 0 to 5, but rather 0 to 9. Go ahead. But from 0 to 9. I want you people to take this range from 0 to 9. Go ahead. 0 to 9. The very same question. How many numbers are divisible by 5 such that what? Such that it is divisible by 5 and such that it is not divisible by 5. Go ahead. Such that it is divisible by 5, repetition is allowed, and it is divisible by 5, repetition is not allowed. Go ahead, make it fast, guys. Did you got the answer? What is the answer? $136. Okay. 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 Fine. So this is 1, 2, 3 units place. Repetition is allowed. That is not at all a problem. Once you said repetition is allowed, it's a straightforward question. Here we can have a 0 or a 5. That is, it can be filled in 2 ways. 1 to 9. So this can be filled in 9 ways. 0 to 9 is 10 ways. So 9 into 2 into this. So the answer would be 180. But when the repetition is not allowed, don't break it into multiple cases. Rather, what I believe what you should do, you can straight away break it into 2 cases, 0 and non-zero. That's it. When you say 0, it means here we must have this, and non-zero we must have a 5. Okay, nice. And here in this case, we can have numbers from 1 to 9. Okay. Here we can have numbers from 1 to 9, but the one that came at hundreds place won't come, so this is 8. So 9 into 8 is 72. And in the last case here, 0 won't come. So from 1 to 9, 5, the one at the units place, this won't come. So this can be filled in 8 ways. 0 to 9, the units place 5 won't come and hundreds place won't be there. So 8. So 8 into 8 is 64. So this is 136. I think now it is absolutely clear to each and every one of you. Is it fine, everybody? How many of you are absolutely clear with this? Great, well done. Nice, nice, nice. So I guess it is absolutely clear. Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Absolutely correct, right? Great. I think we should level it up. I think we should level it up. How come? Let's see this. Once again, I'm giving you an example and then I'll give you a question that you have to solve. The numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Listen to this very, very carefully and straight away put up a single star on this. Sir, what is that we have to do? We have to form a 3-digit number. Sir, but this is what we've already done. Listen to this. This is not the complete question. But this, Using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how many 3-digit numbers can be formed such that the tens place must be greater than the units place? Listen to this, then I'll give you a question. Listen to this. Even before starting this question, always see what is the minimum and what is the maximum value. Sir, what does that mean? When you say the minimum value for this units place can be 1. As the tens place must be greater than this, so it must be 2. This question is independent of hundreds place, so it doesn't matter actually. The maximum value for this tens place can be 5 and the maximum value for this can be 4. So actually what we are looking for these cases when we change the value of units place from 1 to 4 or when we change the value of tens place from 2 to 5. Is it clear to all? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Right? So it means that, sir, this is what you are saying. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and when the value of this units place is 1, then what will happen? 2, then what will happen? 3, and finally 4. Absolutely perfect. Let's see this. Because we know that the tens place must be greater than the units place. So here when the units place is 1, here we can have 2, 3, 4. That is, we can have 3 cases. Hundreds place is anyways independent of this. So here we can always have 5 cases. Okay. Here we can have cases like 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sorry, 5 is also there. I forgot to write 5 actually. Here we can have 4 cases. In this case, we can have 3, 4, 5, 3 cases. And thus, anyways, this question is independent on the first place of 5. Here we can have a 4 or a 5, 2 cases, and here 5. Here we can have only one case, this is 5, and 1, 2, 5, that is 5. 5 into 4, 5 into 3, 5 into 2, 5 into 1. That is, if you want, you can take this 5 common, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, and thus the total cases would be 5050. I think you've understood every single bit of this. This is important to your exam. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Absolutely. Well done. Nice. Absolutely. Put up a single star on this. Put up a single star on this. But if you have understood this, I am giving you a small question, and what is that? In case instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if the very same question would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 9. Go ahead. I want people to find the answer in this case. In case of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if the range is from 1 to 9, I want people to find the answer in this case. I am giving you 1 minute, guys. I am giving you 1 minute. Go ahead. Well done. Absolutely. Nice. Absolutely correct. Well done. Nice, nice. Great. You know what? This question is actually very, very easy. Let's rub this off as well. As I told you earlier as well, whenever you come across this kind of question, first of all, just to get the knack of the question, I think we should see the range of these values. This is what we must see. The minimum and the maximum. So the minimum value of the units place in this case would be 1. because tens place is greater than this, so 2. This is 9. This is 8. So that is, the units place can change from 1 to 8. Now, you know what? I have understood this, and most of the people, what they do, they solve it like this. That's it. Sir, how they solve in that case? This is how they solve. Here, when you write 1, 2, and finally, you know, it can go up to 8. That's it. You're not supposed to write every single piece. You're not supposed to write every single bit of information. That's fine. So here we can have cases from 2 to 9. That is total. We can have 8 cases. This is 9. That's great. In the second one, we can have 3 to 9. That is 7 cases. Here 9. And finally, in this last case, here we can have only 1 case, and this is 1 to 9. That's great. We can take 9 common, 8 plus 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So ultimately, how this pans out? We can take this 9 common, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Find the value. Is it clear, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? I do believe that it is absolutely clear to each and every one of you. Well done. Absolutely. Right? Great. Well done. This, so I guess, is clear to each and every one of you. Very, very well done. Is it clear, everybody? Is it clear to all? Nice. It is clear to each and every one of you. Sir, what will happen when what will happen? Sir, let us suppose, although this is slightly tougher question, but I do believe that if you know this, that will really help you. If you have values like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Units, tens, hundreds. Listen to this very, very carefully. Here in this case, if you're saying that this must be greater than units place and this must be greater than 100 tens place. Okay. Let's see right from the beginning. What is the range of these cases? What is the range of these cases? What is the range of these cases? The minimum value for this units place must be 1. The minimum value for this tens place would be 2. The minimum value for this would be 3. Is it fine, everybody? The maximum value for this would be 5. The maximum value for this would be 4. The maximum value for this would be, 3. Now listen to this. First, let me explain you the detailed process and then I'll let you my verdict. Right? First, I'll explain you the detailed process and then I'll let you know, my step, like how I proceed this. See, the very first thing is, when there is 1 at the units place, when there is 1 at the units place, we need to make sure that the tens place must be greater than 1. So here we can have a 2 or a 3 or a 4. Because why I'm writing it like this? See, this is not we are supposed to solve. I'm just letting you know the detailed process and then I'll let you know the final verdict of mine. Right? So here in this case, we made sure that the tens place is greater than the units place. But at the very same time, we also need to make sure that the hundreds place must be greater than the tens place. So when at the tens place it is 2, here we can have 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. That is, this place can be filled in 3 ways. Similarly, when we have, just a minute, it's not clear actually. Now this is fine. Yeah. So here in this case, when it is this 3, 4, yeah, now it is absolutely fine. 3 cases. Here in this case, 4, 5, 2 cases. Here in this case, only 1 case, 5. So when it was 1 at the units place, you had 3 plus 2 plus 1. This is not we are supposed to solve. I'll let you know my step, my method, but just to elaborate this, just to explain this, right? Just to make you understand this. Similarly, when we have 2 at the units place, here in this case as well, we can have these 2 cases at the tens place. What are the 2 cases? Here we can have this 3 or 4. And in this case, when we have 3 at the tens place, 4, 5, that is 2 cases. 5, that is 1 case. So 2 plus 1. And finally, here we can have this. When we have written 3 over here, 4 over here, and 5 over here, here we can have only 1 case. So total number of cases would be 3 plus 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1, and 1. So the total number of cases would be 3 plus 2 plus 1, then 2 plus 1 plus 1. That is 10. This is the detailed approach, but we are not supposed to solve it like this. So how we are supposed to solve? I'll explain this. This is the detailed approach, but we are not supposed to solve it like this. So how we are supposed to solve? I'll let you know. I will let you know this. Whenever there is double inequality, whenever you see there is double inequality, like between units and tens and hundreds, listen to this very, very carefully. Whenever you see there is double inequality, attack right from the middle. What did I say? Whenever there is double inequality, attack right from the middle. Sir, what this will do? Let's see what this will do. But for this to happen, we need to rub this off. Let's see. The statement that is actually very important is, when there is double inequality, attack right from the middle. What did I say? Whenever there is double inequality, attack right from the middle. Right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I said attack right from the middle. So what happened? Listen to this. Tens place can be 2, okay. Tens place can be 3, okay. Or tens place can be 4. But what actually happens? When you attack right from the middle, you can actually solve 2 inequalities simultaneously. This must be less than 2, so there can be only 1 case. Here we can have 3, 4, 5, 3 cases. It must be less than 3, so here we can have 2 cases. Here we can have 4, 5, that is 2 cases. When it is less than 4, here we can have 1, 2, 3 cases. Here we can have only 1 case. That's it. Question is done. 3 into 1, that is 3. 2 into 2 is 4. And right at the end, it is 3. So what is the answer? The answer pans out to be 10. Done and dusted. What is that we've learned from here? Whenever there is double inequality, attack right from the middle. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Absolutely fine. Right? It is, I believe, clear to each and every one of you. Whenever there is double inequality, attack right from the middle. Okay. If this is what you have understood, so let me increase the level of difficulty. If the range is from 1 to 9, now I want this answer. Go ahead. Whenever there is double inequality, attack right from the middle. See the variation at the tens place from 2 to what? 8. Now this is where you need to solve this question. Go ahead, mark the answer. I am giving you 90 seconds. You've got 90 seconds. Make sure you solve this. You've got 90 seconds. Make it fast. Anyone who got the answer? Okay. Great. Whenever there is double inequality, attack right from the middle. Go ahead, make it fast, please. Whenever there is double inequality, attack right from the middle. Whenever there is double inequality, attack right from the middle. So what is that we've understood? What is the answer? Has anybody got the answer? Whenever there is double inequality, attack right from the middle. It means what can be the tens place? From 1 to 9, this can be 2, 3, 4, 5. Here you will clearly see the mirror image. Here you will clearly see the mirror image. Sir, what is the meaning of mirror image? Let's see. After 5, here we can have 6, 7 and 8. So let's see how many cases we can have here. In this case 1, here from 3 to 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 cases. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Everybody? 7. So 1, 2, 2 cases. Here in this case 4 to 9, 6 cases. 1 to 3, 3 cases. 5 to 9, 4 cases. Oh, sorry, 5 cases. Let's change the color. 1 to 4, 4 cases, and 6 to 9, 4 cases. So you were saying something like mirror image. That we'll see. That we'll see. Let's see here. Here we can have cases from 1 to 5, that is 5 cases. Here we can have cases from 7 to 9, 7, 8, 9, 3 cases. Just see this. 5, 3, 3, 5. Once you get the knack of this, people start solving this. Only they solve half of this and then they double it because it has got 4 and 4. Similarly over here as well. In this case 1, 2, 6, so 6 cases. 8, 9, 2 cases. 8, 9, 2 cases. Here in this case 1, 2, 7, 7 cases. 9, 1 case. So total number of cases in this case in here would be 7 into 1 is 7. 6 into 2 would be 12. 5 into 3 is 15. 15 plus 12, 27 plus 7, 34. Double of that would be 68 plus this 16 would be 84. So this is the correct answer. Put up a double star on this. This is such a good question. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Absolutely correct. Well done. Absolutely fine. I think it is clear to each and every one of you, right? Fantastic. Well done. Is it clear to all? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Absolutely correct. See, a few days down the line, you're going to have your exam. It might be possible that right now, currently, you have been detached to your friends, probably to your family as well. You have abandoned your friends, but that is absolutely fine. That is absolutely fine. To create something big in life, to create something original in life, we have to cut off ourselves for some time. I want you people to write in the comment box, originality needs seclusion. Please write in the comment box, originality, greatness needs seclusion. I want you people to write in the comment box, originality or greatness needs seclusion. Let's write it in the comment box. Originality or greatness needs seclusion. I want you people to write this in the comment box. Originality or greatness needs seclusion. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Whatever we have discussed so far, is it clear to each and every one of you? Absolutely. Shall I give you a small assignment? Let me give you a small assignment. Right? Sir, how am I supposed to solve this? You can solve this and post it in the comment box. But when you post it in the comment box, write the detailed solution, not just the answer, right? So the very first question is, using the digits 0 to 9, how many 3-digit numbers can be formed? How many 3-digit numbers can be formed? Such that what? Such that the very first case, the tens place is greater than the units place. Second case, this. This is the second case. That's it. Using the digits 0 to 9, how many 3-digit numbers can be formed such that the tens place must be greater than the units place, and the tens place must be greater than the units place, and the the hundreds place must be greater than the tens place. Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it fine, everybody? Is it clear to each and every one of you? Is it clear? You're not supposed to solve it here. You can solve it later on, and you can post it in the comment box. I think this is absolutely clear to each and every one of you. Right? Great. Well done. As I told you earlier as well, in the next few days, you're going to have exams. So whenever you get any time, try to read something good quality stuffs, especially self-help books or motivational books. My favorite authors, I'm just letting you know the names. Whichever you want, you can pick. All these people are fantastic authors. Napoleon Hill, Zig Ziglar, Brian Tracy, Stephen Covey, Jim Rohn, Les Brown, Tony Robbins, Mr. Shiv Khera, anyone, right? It might be possible that because right now in India it is very cold over there. It might be possible you're facing some problem to get up from bed. There is something Navy SEAL officers do. What is the name of this book? I actually forgot the name of this book. I'll let you know what this book is all about. This is what is written in the book. And what is that? In the book it is mentioned that instead of thinking what you should do, the final version, instead of that, whenever you are doing any task, think it like this: what is the immediate next thing I am supposed to do? For example, you got up in the morning. Instead of thinking, no, let me sleep for a few more hours. It's very cold. It is really good to sleep. Instead of that, once you got up from the bed, immediately go out of the bed, brush your teeth. Once you are ready, have a cup of coffee or tea. Once you have done that, whatever you do some exercise or whatever that is. What is the next thing you're supposed to do? You're supposed to study. Go for it. Make small targets. Whosoever has achieved something remarkable in this life. For example, let's take an example of Sam Walton. Who is Sam Walton? The person who has created Walmart. Just like Indian DMart. In India, we have DMart. Dhamani Sahab ka na DMart. Radhakrishnan Dhamani Sahab. Sam Walton, at the age of 60, he was in Brazil, I guess, and he got confiscated. He got arrested. Just think of this, the personality of this stature, this guy got confiscated. But what was the crime? This guy was in one of his rival's shop, and he was measuring the aisles distance. What is the distance of the aisles? Because the commodities are really, pleasing to eyes. They are looking very eyesome. Aren't we doing this? And because he was doing it at his competitor's place, he got arrested. But at the very same time, this also shows that how passionate this guy was for his own venture. Each one of us, we are absolutely same. What creates the difference is energy. I want people to write it in the comment box. It is the energy that creates all the difference. I want people to write this in the comment box. It is the energy that creates all the difference. Life to chaldi rahegi yaar. Either inspiration or desperation. We need either of the two things. Either the person is inspired enough that I will become this one day, or the person is desperate enough, I cannot live like this. When an individual faces emotions, either of the two emotions, either the person is inspired or pumped to an extent that one day I'll become this, or either the person is feeling dejection The person is feeling depression that I cannot live anymore like this. You know what? Then only this life changes. Either inspiration or desperation. We need either of the two things. In the last class, I said the statement, never confuse movement with achievement. Movement says to you, in this modern era, where everyone want 1 minute of yours, where everybody want to be connected, where everybody want to attain every single piece of information, irrespective of the fact whether this is genuine information or it's just a noise. We need to find our cosmos. Amidst of all the chaos of life, we need to find our cosmos. That cosmos is important. I want you people to write the very third line, and that is, to the tranquil mind the world surrenders. I want you people to write this, to the tranquil mind the world surrenders. That inner piece is important. To the tranquil mind the world surrenders. To the tranquil mind the world surrenders. When you have the tranquility, the serenity, the inner peace, then only you can think of what you really want in our life. Sooner or later, we achieve what you actually want to achieve. हम अपने जीवन में वो चीज पा ही लेते हैं जो हम वास्तविकता में पाना चाहते हैं. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. Life is a combination of what to and how to. And we should give equal importance to both. What is that I want and how can I achieve it? I want you people to write this before closing this class. I will reclaim my dreams. I will reclaim my aspirations. I will reclaim my dreams. I'll reclaim my aspirations. And with this, we'll close the class. I'll reclaim my life. I'll reclaim my dreams. I'll reclaim my aspirations. Even if you're down and out, even if you're pushed against the wall, even if you're facing summers or winters, autumn or spring, even if you're facing success or failure, we need to understand we have to rise from our ashes. That is important. That is very, very important, to rise from your ashes. I hope you've understood every single thing what I've discussed, and you have to solve this and post it in the comment box. Make sure whatever you post must have the detailed explanation of this question. We'll meet in the next class. The next class will be at 10 p.m. We're going to have the verbal class, and the verbal class will be at 10. See you guys, verbal and reasoning. See you guys at 10. Set the reminder. We'll meet at 10 in the evening, late evening actually. Bye bye everybody. Take care. Jai Hind.